Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ace Prestige, and welcome to my first MyGM episode. If you recall in my last video, I thought I was going to get a PS4 sometime by the end of December. Obviously, things didn't work out that way, but hey, it doesn't matter, I'm here now. So here we go. I'm obviously going to set the difficulty on Hall of Fame because if I don't, I know the whole 2K community is going to trash on me. I'm still adjusting to the Hall of Fame level because I haven't always played on that. So we shall see how things go. And I'm also going to make the sim quarter length 6 minutes because I like to have stats that are comparable from team to team. So I accept that, and now I get to choose my GM management style. And there seems to be a lot of different styles I can choose from, and they each have their own advantage. See, Broker has a discount on trade negotiation upgrades, and that one is really interesting to me because I feel like whichever team I choose, I'm planning on choosing a team that isn't so good and I can hopefully make into a better team. So I feel like Broker is probably going to be the best style I can choose because it will help me when I try to make trades. So I spent some time trying to decide what team I wanted to be. I didn't want to be a great team because if I was the Heat, I mean, that wouldn't even be fun because they're already so good, like the Heat, the Pacers. So I decided to choose the Sacramento Kings mainly because I liked the roster. Obviously, they're not a good team in the NBA currently, but I like the assets that they currently have. They're probably going to have a high draft pick even in this game mode. And they have DeMarcus Cousins, who's definitely a franchise player and one I would like to keep. Having a big man is key in this game mode, I know it, and I know that in the next gen 2K, it is a lot harder to get baskets than it was previously. It's a lot harder to cheese with threes, so having that big man down in the paint is huge. And here we go, the owner looks excited to see me. I don't know why any professional owner would ever hire anyone with the hairstyle I chose for my player. But you know, I'm fine with it. So I don't know why anyone would answer lucky to have me to his question here. That seems a bit cocky. So I just said I'm happy to be here for the Sacramento Kings. That's probably the first time a Sacramento Kings owner has ever heard anyone say they're happy to be there. So I just made a first in Sacramento. And obviously the owner is glad to hear that I'm happy there. And his first request of me is to play Ben McLemore 26 minutes per game or more. And honestly, based on the roster that we currently have, I plan on doing that. I am gonna promise him that I will accomplish it. I mean, I considered saying might accomplish because I wasn't sure in case something were to happen, like I traded for a better shooting guard. But I really think that since Ben McLemore is a rookie, he's probably gonna grow over time and end up maybe even being a franchise player or an asset to trade in the future. So I want to give him time to develop now. So I made the owner happy by promising him that McLemore will play more than 26 minutes. As you can see, he said, I can't wait to see him light it up on the court. And his next request of me is he wants me to add talent sooner rather than later. Now that's kind of vague in my opinion. I mean, I understand what he is getting at. He wants me to add more franchise players to the team, build the team to a level of higher success. Although, I just don't feel like doing that this season is gonna definitely happen because I want a high draft pick because this draft class is just amazing. So I said that I might accomplish it because I don't want to promise that and then it'll come back to bite me at the end of the season. I don't feel like putting through all this work and then just getting fired because I promised him I would improve our roster this season. So I'm just gonna keep him kind of happy for now and say that I might accomplish it. And his next request is trade for a good draft pick. Now, you can kind of tell what teams are going to be bad, especially as the season progresses. But the thing with that is, as the season progresses, the teams that know they're going to be bad because they've had time to figure that out are probably not as likely to give you their draft pick because they don't want to sacrifice their future. So I also said I might accomplish that. You know, I just didn't know whether or not it's going to be able to be accomplished. And his next request of me was to win 19 home games. Again, it's too early in the stages to know whether or not the Sacramento Kings, with me as their general manager, are going to do good this season. I really don't expect them to. Like I said, I would prefer getting some high draft picks, although I could be able to do that by trade. We will surely find out as the series progresses. But that is the owner's goals for now, and it looks like I'm not getting much VC from accomplishing this, but from what I've heard, if you don't accomplish these, then there's a high possibility that you will get fired, and I really would not want that to happen after putting in so much work. And here, as you can see, they have already set the budget for me this season. I don't think there's anything that I really want to change or would need to change, so I just quickly advance through that. And, you know, he gives me the option to review my goals or review the budget or ask all these other stupid questions, but I said that I'm ready to go. I think I get the gist of what the owner is wanting from me, and hopefully I can just do him proud. I can do the city of Sacramento proud and actually maybe turn them into a winning team for the first time in a long time. So I'm now given the option to choose if I want to load a draft class or just generate one. Obviously, I'm gonna download this upcoming year's draft class because it's so many talented players. You got Wiggins, you got Randall, you got that guy who kicks over chairs, Marcus Smart. There's just so many great players, and I want the opportunity to be able to draft them. I am trying to switch the minutes. I want to give Macklemore obviously more than 26 minutes per game because I promised the owner that I would do so. But I need a level 1 coaching skill. So I guess what's different from association mode in the past is that in MyGM, I guess there's certain skills that you unlock with VC. It's more almost like my career, except obviously you're not a player, you're a GM. So you get to purchase skills. So I'm gonna go and purchase my first skill. It's gonna be the ability to adjust the coach's lineup, because I want to make sure that I fulfill at least one of my goals, and if one of those goals is going to be guaranteed, it's going to be to play Macklemore more than 26 minutes per game, because that's in my hands. I can control that. The other things, like winning 19 home games, I can't control that as much. Obviously, if I play a lot of games and I do well, I can control it, but I can definitely achieve the goal of playing Ben Macklemore more than 26 minutes per game. I'm just going to focus on that goal for now. So now I'm just checking how the players' morales are at this point. Most of them look pretty good, although I don't expect Jason Terry's to be well after I downgrade him to the 6th man position. I've never really understood why the players in 2K hate being 6th man so much. Like if I was a 6th man on an NBA team, I wouldn't be complaining because you're still getting a decent amount of minutes. And you're getting paid a lot of money. But I guess I can see for someone like Jason Terry, who's had a very successful career, why they might be pissed if I moved him out of the starting lineup. But in reality, he really doesn't deserve to have that starting position right now. So I'm sorry, Terry, but you have been downgraded to the 6th man position. And his morale has worsened. Oh well, suck it up, dude. You're 36 years old. You're not going to be starting on any team. He wasn't starting on the Celtics. He should be throwing a parade that he's a 6th man. I don't know what he's so upset about. So one more time, I'm just going to check the demands, it says. It's not requests, it's demands. So I guess he really, really wants me to do those. I just noticed that it says demands. I never thought of it like that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this first video. Next episode, I'm going to show the very first game that I played, and you will see how the team does on the court. You know, off the court with me running things, it runs pretty smoothly. But you will see what happens actually on the court, which is what really matters. So thank you guys for watching very much. If you could like this video, comment, and subscribe, that would help me out a ton. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.